NativeCoin is a sovereign cryptocurrency for sovereign nations, which is a huge industry. In fact, $35 billion in gaming revenue, food processing, fuel, and energy. And I have with me today a new member of the NativeCoin team. This is Jayocee, and the First Nations Mohawk from the Akwesasne Mohawk Reserve. Did I get that pronounced right?
Yes, Jay, you did it perfectly.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, and you were just awarded Breakout Artist of the Year at the Indigenous Peoples Hip Hop Music Awards. So, congratulations for that. And tell me a little bit about that and what brought you to NativeCoin.
Thank you. Yes, with so much going on in the world, it's nice to have a little bit of light. And so, it's really amazing to be able to look forward to beautiful things like this. And in the process of me working on, trying to promote my award nomination and just get out there further in the world, I've been interested in the cryptocurrency and the NFT world with my art. And I stumbled on Wendy O and some of her podcasts, and that introduced me to NativeCoin. And I'm like, whoa, there's already a NativeCoin in the market. And so right away that intrigued me to, dig more and get involved, because, that's something that would, help the future of, Indigenous peoples.
Yeah. So what is new with NativeCoin?
Oh, there's, right now there's so much going on in the works, and, with the new website up and everything pushed in order right now, they're getting ready. You can go on the website at native-coin.com and you can, be involved in the pools and the staking that's going on to, be not only to build, the entity itself, but, give yourself a building in the cryptocurrency world, so that allows holders to, be able to, get a little gain in the beginning, as well as, the whole big picture of NativeCoin.
Yeah. Well, and one thing that I thought was really interesting application was the NFTs in this whole ecosystem, because that's a perfect application of an NFT. I mean, it authenticates the product. It allows the creator to make some money. I mean, are you working with NFTs and NativeCoin, or how does all that work?
Yeah, so, NFT is such a new field, and, it's in the beginning, infant stages. And, me as a person that believes in a lot of things into the future and cryptocurrency as well, that I see non-fungible tokens becoming one of the main forms of cryptocurrency to allow the artist and, the everyday person to be able to share their art skills, even when it comes to, cooking or beading, and many of these things can be turned into NFTs, non-fungible tokens. And in turn, you can see something for your art. And so that's another thing that I'm really interested in NativeCoin, because they're currently working on an NFT platform to where you can trade and, barter and sell your product to anybody in the world. So I'm really excited for that. And I can't wait for that to push forward.
No, I think it's awesome. I mean, you're right. I mean, the market expands immensely because you can sell it, and then the creator gets money each time that is sold. So it's a very different way of doing things. And, there's some people who think like the casinos and the tribes are very wealthy, but that is not always the case, right? Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Right. You had mentioned earlier, it's a $36 billion industry. And in the aspect, if you look at that in the percentage of the world, that's very minuscule. And that percentage pertains to casinos and, major gaming in that aspect. But, the general population and a good majority of the tribes, they, don't have clean water or good living. And, we're dealing with a very high number of missing and murdered Indigenous women and men and Two-Spirit. And, so that's something that is at the front of the heart. And to, be able to find something or see something that might shine a light to give us all the access to be able to, to help change those type of things, that's what intrigued me the most with this.
Okay. And then in terms of like anything else you can share with us about NativeCoin and the whole industry?
Well, like I said, I see that this is only in the beginning stages, and there's so many more aspects and ways that this can go, and I'm just glad to, have, the universe had aligned me with NativeCoin, and, just stumbling on it through Wendy O had been an amazing thing that day. And since then, is allowed me to dig in more and understand that, you know, there is so much that can be done with a sovereign currency, and to be able to give that access to the people and allow that monetary value to grow throughout with investments from not only each other, but the outside world, that can help change, you know, the whole economic system of what's going on within any tribal community. So, and as an artist myself, you know, I'd like to see, you know, those things going forward. You know, I have many projects coming out, like, you know, getting ready to work on a few things, but there's so many things that this, you know, the native coin and cryptocurrency could be attached to, like when you're, you know, releasing an album, or again, putting out some beadwork, or you would like to, you know, sell some native handcrafted clothing, and, you know, anybody can purchase this from anywhere in the world. And that's what, you know, gets me again excited about this. Yeah,
no, it's really, there's a lot of exciting possibilities. So now there's the Res conference coming up in Las Vegas, right? So, and that's going to be exciting because the conferences are just now starting to happen again. So I'm sure a lot of people want to get out. I'm sure Las Vegas is loving having you all go. I mean, can you explain a little bit what you expect to happen there?
Oh man, especially with what was going on, and this would be like sort of the first burst for people, you know, and we hope that, you know, everybody comes prepared and safe, and you know, mask and you know, bring your sanitary items and keep your 6 feet apart. So that way, you know, we can continue to do things like this, because, you know, bringing an event like this and then being able to be in Vegas. So it's NAGA, and it's July 22nd and 23rd, I believe. And, you know, if you can come down, you can come meet us. You can also go to native-coin.com and sign up, and you can get put on the VIP list. And, you know, myself will be there. We also have a lot of things, you know, I've been, as an artist myself, I've been in talks with them, and I'm such a creative person that, you know, a lot has come from this. So me and the team are currently working on a few things right now that, you know, I don't want to spoil the beans too much, but this is, you know, it's a good time, and there's going to be a lot of things coming out. So if you come to Vegas, and you can, you know, kind of ask us, and maybe you get a sneak peek.
Yeah. Now, can you tell us about your new music project? A producer tells me you're working on a new project. Can you talk about that?
Yes. With Marcus, MC1, which is, he's been on your program a few times.
Oh, yeah.
And yes. And so he's one of the most talented Native Americans out here as well. And, you know, over the years, I've watched his journey and seen all the amazing accomplishments, and to be able to work with him and talk with him recently through NativeCoin was, you know, monumental. And instantly the energy and what had come up with the creativity is like, when it comes to something like NativeCoin, you can see, you know, an easy future with that. So it's not hard to create something around that. So me and Marcus are currently in the works with something. MC1 and Jayocee coming soon.
Okay, well, we will look for that. You come back and share it with us. So I'd love to hear it and see what you guys are doing. Thank you so much, Jayocee. Best of luck in Las Vegas, and I look forward to updates.
Thank you so much, Jane, and thank you everybody for listening. And Jayocee and NativeCoin to the moon, everybody. You have a great day.